Hello everyone, this is LW Gaming and welcome back for another video of Langrisser Mobile or Langrisser M for short. And today we're going to be taking a look at what has been added for the week 3 of the current major update. Yep, we're currently in week 3 and there's a lot of things we're going to talk about today. So let's see what they are. So first off, let's look at the events here. So yeah, this one's still active until the 29th of October, which is 2 days from Halloween. And also we got the NG Soldier Uniform Cycle event that's live right now. This one features the 4 skins from the past, which I don't have. And do I want to think of getting those skins? Probably not. So yeah. Anyways, we will. I don't think I'll need to get this at all. This is totally optional. I mean, because we got Fairy Tail coming up in the future, so. Yeah, it's not worth getting it here, so I'm just gonna leave it off there. And however, there's a new Halloween event which is called Matt's Castle of Mysteries. Here you turn in those special currency just like the other ones, but this is Halloween themed. And this time there's a skin box in here which will feature Sophia's Howling Heartbreaker, which is the one I already have. So if you already happen to have this already, you can trade it in for 2 extra Trinity vouchers, which is pretty nice. And next up we got is Legion of Glory Destiny Summon, featuring Lightbringer, Ricky, and Caroline. So yeah, this is a nice nice banner to have if you miss any of the characters from the past. We also have the awesome summon for the characters like for all the characters from Langrisser Mobile Arc 1 and 2. And yep, if you're missing any of the characters from the past, this is a nice banner to do so for summoning. We also have the Radar banner featuring Virelia and Prezia. These two are excellent to your team. Virelia, I mean, she's still good today, but however, she kind of got overshadowed by Rhea, because she technically does better, but it's physical based. So there are differences on those two units, that's for sure. And then Prezia, although I hardly see her in Apex, but she can be useful at times. But many people didn't even box her in because they preferred something faster than Prezia. Although I'm not saying she's a bad unit per se, but I mean she does actually have some use in the game, like basically as a bond unlocker. So if you have a character that needs Prezia for the bonds, better off getting her because she is important. But not necessarily meta worthy, but she kind of is because you need her for bonds, like of other characters. I mean. And then there's the Secret Realm drops, which I mentioned earlier, where you can get those pumpkin spirit coins, from those 4 modes, such as Angelica's Special Training School, Goddess's Trial, Aniki's Gym, Bonding Realm, and even Joint Battles, the Eternal Temple, and the Way of Laws. So yeah, all the Secret Realm modes are going to give you those coins. And it varies depending on which mode you're playing on. And then Floating Realm Phenomenon is also live today until the 29th of October, and I think all of these will last for 2 weeks. Yeah, all these 2 weeks, you get the deal. And that's about it for the events. And also another thing to note here before we move on to the stores. Let's go to the mail to pick up our stuff here. So I got my Guild War battles. Got it, as well as the maintenance compensation. Actually, this time around we got not only 1 maintenance compensation, we got 2, because last night there was the extended maintenance compensation. So that means they had no other choice but to like but to like extend the maintenance so that way you can get the issue wherever they found solved as soon as possible. So yep. They give as a result, they gave everybody 2 additional Trinity vouchers. Pretty nice of them because they hardly done this for a long time. But I mean, in this case, that's pretty nice that we get more of this, which is perfect for us because we're saving up for Fairy Tail. That's for sure. Like we'll be getting Fairy Tail in like 2 weeks from now. So yeah, I don't know who's excited about it, but a lot of people are, as far as I'm aware. So let's move on to the store and see what we have here. So we got some returning skins in here, like the bright skins are back, such as for Lana, Cherie, Luna, Shelfaniel, Zerda, and also I think Serena is also back. Serena, or maybe Serena is already here, but anyways, she's also back for another grabs if you missed her the first time. So yep, pretty nice to have them back. And then for the gift packs, we got the 099 deal for for a little bit of training vouchers, and also a random pack for whichever goodies is in there. This is a good deal. I mean, you do not get much, but it's a fair price for just $1. And the pricing is USD, by the way. Profile Arcane Box. This one costs 10. This one will be $12.99, and you'll get 10 of those enchant packs, 2 training vouchers, 800,000 gold. A good deal. And then there's the casting stuff. I think for upgrade 8 to 9. Yeah, for that one. For $20.99, I will say it is a good deal, but if you've been grinding a lot in casting patterns, or say Way of Laws stages, this one you don't really need to buy. I mean, this is mostly for whales, of course. Brave Contender Support Pack. This one is this one not only gives you 10 training vouchers, it also gives you 200 of those challenge points, perfect for SP unlocks for heroes or even soldiers. Only the ones that has like 5 stages in there. And also 1 million gold on top of that for $24.99. If you need like both of these, I mean most of you would, this is a nice deal to get. But if you're not a spender or whatever, you don't need to buy it, but you can of course get those challenge points for free just by playing challenges. Of course. But of course not a lot of people like challenges. However, to this day, I remember back in the day the challenges are actually a bit of a hassle to do, but with the recent changes to like the heroes that we have right now, like Dragon Slayer, you can literally brute force everything and then get the challenge points as you desired. Like, I'm not joking, you can literally just completely destroy those challenges by using Dragon Slayer, and even the ones that gives you the given units. Like, honestly, it is a good change for Zealon because for one, it gives us more options, and 2, it makes the challenges not so challenging to beat, because most of the ones that want you to use your own units, I don't think you'll have much trouble as long as you have Dragon Slayer on your team, because he is the guy who will destroy anybody that gets close to him, and that's what he works best at. And then next up we got Escape Fate gift box. This one gives you 20 crystals worth of 10 poles, and then 20 of those Wheels of Fate, and also some other stuff like enchant gift packs of 5, and also 500,000 gold for $29.99. A good deal if you need both of these. I mean, like I said in the other pack, if you're not a spender, don't risk it, unless you know what you want. And then we also have the $49.99 deal. This one features Trinity crystals of I think the amount is worth at least 20 poles, and you get other stuff like enchant gift packs, some mastery stones for regular one and the arena one, and 2 million gold on top of that for $49.99. So yep, if you're a spender and you need these desperately, I'm not stopping you. But however, be warned that this is $49.99, which means this is expensive to get. And then last but not least, we have the Swift Soldier Assault combo. This is for your soldier training and also some other stuff such as your gear. Yeah, and also soldier training for $14.99. And like I mentioned earlier, a good deal. But if you're not a spender, you don't have to buy it. But I would say $14.99 isn't so bad because it doesn't really cost you that much. But however, anything over 20 or 30, this is something you need to think whether you want that or not, because Those prices do add up over time. Oh god, I'm sorry. Okay, anyways, I'm back after I trying to like remove my mic before I cough, of course. Yeah, I'm still coughing to this day. Kind of strange, don't you think? Okay, let's move on to the summoning here. So we have the two new heroes like Elvis and Rhea. They'll be leaving by 2 weeks from now. So that means you have 2 weeks left to summon for them if you need those characters, or if you have not summoned for them already. I would highly recommend a pull for Rhea or Elvis. I think the character they want the most is Rhea because of her crazy AOE skills, and also her AOE can be dished out at any time because of one of her skill with 0 cooldown, which is pretty nuts. And then for Elvis, he is a good unit as a tank pusher, but to be for real with all of you, tank pushers is kind of dead in the current meta unless they brought it back in the later update, which I highly doubt they would do that because I saw a new tank has surfaced in CN the last month, which is with the introduction of Bianca. I'm kind of excited to see her how she works because she is actually both an offense unit and a tank unit. It'll be interesting to see how she works though, because we did have something before like this, like with the introduction of SP Lanford. Like he is both a tank and a DPS dealer, and they're both flyers too. Actually, no, not flyers. Lanford himself is a flyer, while Bianca can be cavalry or lancer, based on your preference. And the mobile Arc 1 and 2 also summon will be here for 2 weeks, so if you need any of the catch-ups to do, this is the banner for you. But for all of you like for the advice I'll be giving here, if you care about Fairy Tail, disregard all the banners I mentioned here because you're gonna need those resources towards that banner. Unless you really don't care about Fairy Tail, yeah, keep listening. So if you need to catch up on Langrisser Arc 1 and 2, this is the good banner to go for. Oh god, why would you ask me for this now? Hold on. The Varelia and Prezia banner is going to be here for 2 weeks. So, yeah, if you need any characters, I would say pull for them. Legion of Glory, if you need some catch up to do for those characters like Caroline, Lightbringer, or Ricky, this one is not bad to go for. And then for the Strategic Masters banner, featuring Serafina, Androle, and Joan Connie, they'll be leaving by the end of this week. So if you need any of the characters, if you haven't pulled for any of them at all in this banner, I would say pull for one of them and then get out. And then the Radar banner featuring Rendell and Saffron will be leaving by the end of this week. So if you need Rendell, please get her because this is your last chance of getting her until she comes back later. And then the also summon for Langrisser 1 to 5, they will be leaving by the end of this week. So if you're missing any of the characters here, please get them. Otherwise, get the collab instead. And that's it from me. So if you all find this video helpful or informative, and I'm sorry I had to rush that thing because someone else needs my help now. So yep, until then, see you all next time. And of course, that person doesn't stay with the team, but oh well, that's fine. See you all next time for more.